Alright, guys, we are back with some Dark Souls. And, last time we almost got killed by a giant fat dragon. And now an ugly guy is trying to kill us. And, nobody likes to be killed by ugly people. And, we're back with our fat guy with long brown hair and an ugly face. Ooh, different enemy. Now what I did there was I parried him. And when you parry an enemy, they get stunned for a minute. And when they get stunned, you're able to press the right bumper, or, R1 if you're playing on a PlayStation. And you stab them through the gut or something along those lines, and it does a lot of damage. Now, this fog wall, leads back into the big place where we almost got killed by that fat demon dragon guy. So, we'll go ahead and enter in here, and he's down below right now. And we're able to do a drop attack. Just watch. Now that drop attack is one of the only times that you've got something that is meant to be able to be done to damage a boss beforehand, before the boss fight. Ooh. But he's a fat dragon. He's pretty much your tutorial in Dark Souls, which is pretty funny. Considering, any other game, your tutorial is press A to move forward, or, well, not literally, but just some random, saying for you what to press and when to press it. But this game, nope, you just get thrown into a fat dragon with a jiggly stomach. And we will win. Don't worry. We ain't gonna die to this fat dragon. Butt smash. Wouldn't that suck? To die from being sat on by a giant fat dragon? Like, it's an obituary on your gravestone saying, death by giant butt smash, or being absorbed into the anus of a giant dragon. That wouldn't be a pretty way to go. So we have managed to escape the asylum, well, the undead asylum, and we'll go ahead and keep going up here, and we'll see what happens.
So make sure you guys comment down below, because we really want to hear from you.
I will.
It is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
Now, Lordran is the name of the kind of land or country that we're in right now in the game. That is one of the bigger areas of Lordran. And we have arrived at Firelink Shrine. This is probably the main kind of hub area in the game, because there are 3 different directions that you can go in this one area. So go ahead and rest at this bonfire and see if we can level up some. So right here, this is the leveling system. I realize all this kind of looks like a lot of gibberish at first, but you'll learn it. So that's her name, obviously. There's our level. There's the souls, and our souls are pretty much our currency and what we use to level up. The required souls, that's how many souls we need to level up. Now, vitality is the HP. Attunement is the amount of spells that you can put into your spell slots at once. Endurance is how long your stamina bar is and how much equipment that you can put on at once. Your strength is, obviously how strong you are. Your dexterity is how fast you are. Your resistance, which is probably one of the most useless stats in the game, makes it so that you have higher physical defense, magic, flame, and lightning defense. Your intelligence is how well you can use spells, and your faith is how well you can use miracles. And your humanity is your humanity, which I will describe in a minute. So, this is lightning defense, flame defense, magic defense, your physical defense versus a strike, which is 89, versus a slash is 89, and versus a thrust is 85. Our right weapon does 95 damage, which is a scimitar, and our second right weapon, which is our fists, does 20 damage, and our first left weapon is just our shield, which you're able to shield bash with, actually, does 44 damage, and then there's our fist. Our equipment load is how, as I said, how much you can carry, and our stamina is pretty much what it tells us how many times we can swing a sword or cast a spell, pretty much. And our HP, obviously. Our poise is it's a strange stat, but what it does is it makes it so that you don't stagger when you get hit a lot of times. Because if you have a high poise, you don't stagger at all from being hit. But if you have a low poise, then you can get into this thing called a stun lock, which is when someone repeatedly attacks you with a fast weapon and you can't move to get out of the way. And that's pretty much all that you really need to know about the system. So we're going to go ahead and level up our endurance and our strength for now. Let's go talk to this guy.
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first. But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now.
I don't like this guy.
Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are actually two bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happens. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on, but I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land, the undead.
Well, you can obviously tell this guy isn't really the nicest of people. He gives you decent advice, but as I said, not very nice. Now this woman, she's all locked up here. Nobody knows why. But she's locked up in there, supposedly holding one of the embers from the first fire, which was shown in the first cutscene that we saw in the game. And we'll go ahead and head back up here. But you're able to keep going down that way, and you go down to where Blight Town is, which, isn't a very fun place. And if you go that way, that leads you up to where the undead burg is and everything. Hey, look, someone fatter than us.
Hello there. I believe we are not acquainted. I am Petrus of Thurland. Have you business with us? If not, I'd prefer to keep a distance, if possible.
Alright, well, I guess we're not talking to him then. Let's go ahead and start fighting. I don't want to bore you guys. Wait, no, wait. I forgot. There's an item over here. I'll get that item, and then we'll start fighting. Unless the chest is already looted. In which case, I won't be getting the item. Of course. But let's go ahead and start, heading up towards the Undead Burg. Because it's, much less scary and much brighter up there. Which will help with the camera and everything. Get over here. Oh, jeez. Better drink an Estus. Ew, longsword. That's pretty useful. Let's go ahead and head up here. But, make sure you guys leave comments down below. I really want to know, what you guys think of the channel and how you think we could improve it and everything. Because, right now I kind of feel left in the dark because I don't know if I'm, fulfilling my job as, an entertainer if I'm, playing games you guys don't want to see. Jeez. What the heck? Harry. Oh, crap. Let's keep her going. Go ahead and pick up this item. Soul of a Lost Undead. See, those souls, they aren't like a single soul that you would normally get from enemies. The soul items, what you do is you use them... Crap, I'm poisoned. But soul items, what you do is you use them and then you gain a large amount of souls. So now what that rat did right there was he poisoned us. And what poison does is it damages us slowly over time, which isn't very fun. Especially considering how long it takes for the poison to go away. So we're now in the Undead Burg. Oh no, crap, I'm dead. Of course. Well, first death in Dark Souls. There's actually an achievement that you get for dying the first time called This is Dark Souls, and it just kind of laughs at the fact that it's such a difficult game. And, it's hard to play. And right there was just an act of stupidity. It wasn't because any of the enemies are hard. I was just stupid enough not to drink an Estus flask after I got hit. But, we'll go ahead and just wait a second. But later on in the game, you start getting, better weapons and stuff. And, there's, in my opinion, there's like maybe 4 different types of weapons. There are the strength weapons, which are, big old swords and axes and stuff that are almost bigger than you are. There's fast weapons, like the scimitar that I'm using right now. There's, magic weapons, like, stabs and stuff that you can use to cast spells. And then there's, things like halberds, where the hitbox is all weird, but it does a lot of damage. Because with halberds in this game, instead of just, kind of hitting the enemy with any part of it, it does the same amount of damage. But in this game, you have to hit them with the right part of the halberd, or else you won't be able to do, you know, good damage. Because then you'd just be hitting them really cold. If you don't know what a halberd is, I'd suggest go looking it up. It's a pretty cool looking weapon. But that's not the point of the video now, is it? So, this time we'll kill the rat before we get poisoned. And we'll try to get back to our souls and humanity. But whenever you die, what you do is you drop all your souls where you die, which is in that green thing there. And when you pick up the green thing, you get all your souls and your humanity back. And, you know, that's a good thing. But you've only got one chance to get it, because if you die on the way to your souls, then your souls disappear. They just are gone. Okay. So go ahead and enter this fog wall. Now, not all fog walls lead into boss fights. A decent amount of the time they do, but most of the time they don't. So, right now what we're just trying to do is trying to find the next bonfire. And that's a dragon. That just happened. That was a big one. So, let's go ahead and keep her going. Double kill. Let's see what's in here. And a wooden shield. It's better than this, like, wrinkly leather shield that we've got. Let's go ahead and equip that. And keep her going. So we're going to head up these stairs and take out this guy. And there's the bonfire. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video off here. Tune back in tomorrow, and you'll go ahead and get yourselves a part 3 of our Dark Souls playthrough. Leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.